Hello everyone, welcome back to another StarGazer video. Today I'm doing a full tutorial on how I made this painting using the ×2 Walmart brand spray cans with traditional camps only. This is a pretty fun, easy painting I'm sure you'll have no problem recreating, so without further ado, let's get to the tutorial. So first things first, I'm just laying down my background, putting the color on pretty heavy in some spots, slowly working out from lighter colors in the middle to darker colors on the outside. Of course, you can use whatever color you wish for this, but for me I chose this color specifically so it wouldn't clash with my tree that I made later. Finish off with some black around the perimeter for the space, and hit it with the newspaper to get the textured effect. And there we go, looking pretty good so far. Of course you're going to want to be quick with this because the paint does dry quickly. Finish off the corners with some black, and I reapplied a little bit of pink here just to bring back some of that nice color, and then I hit it with the newspaper again just to regain that textured look. Flicking on some white paint for the stars, and with that the background's finished. So after letting that dry in the sun for a few minutes, I apply some light green onto my table here, and using a rubber glove that I typically put on my hands to keep the paint off, as you can see here, I just start adding a little bit to the painting itself, slowly filling out my leaves to get the top of the tree started. Don't think too hard about it, just get the color on there. Okay, here you can see me making a very simple tool that I use to create the trunk. I just rip a piece of cardstock while retaining a corner, fold it in half, and fill it with paint, essentially making the world's simplest fountain pen. After tilting the paper slightly, the paint runs out along the corner and you can get nice defined lines anywhere you please. If you've never done this before, I recommend practicing on a separate piece of paper because it can be a little tricky to master at first. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to do. Alright, flip the picture back over again, and now it's time to add the darker green. Just hit that with a piece of newspaper around the top, get a three-dimensional look, and back on with the light green again to blend it all together. I also add a little bit to the branches just to blend it all in. Alright, now it's time to work on the crystal. Here you can see me laying down my dark blue with a little brush just to get my shape, and here going in with a piece of cardstock and some light blue just to get some color added in. Next I hit it with a little bit of white to bring out the highlights, and some dark blue again to blend it all together. I never really have a plan for making these, just kind of put the color on and it kind of does its own thing. Alright, now we're back again with our piece of paper. I should have probably got a new one, but I did use the same for this to add a little more roots around the crystal. The specific design of the roots just kind of came to me as I worked at it, but you can see what I'm doing on screen and either copy or come up with your own thing. However, I do recommend adding little branches down here to make extra tufts of grass for that nice fantasy completed look. A little bit of dark green and a little bit of light green just to finish it off. Okay, that's looking really good, we're almost done. Add a little bit of orange using the paper once again to the trunk, just to make it pop a little more than it does. After adding a couple twinkle stars with my knife and decorating your background as you see fit. And that should be it. Thank you so much for watching. This picture was fun and easy to create, and I hope you don't have too much of a hard time with it. If you do in fact recreate my picture, come up with your own version of it, be creative, add whatever you wish to it to make it yours, and at some point send me a picture of the finished product, that way I can post it on my Instagram or share it on my next YouTube video. Thank you so much again for watching. If you have any questions, ask me down in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.